Past 48 hours have been a lot, to be honest with you guys. I just want to start off with I know sports, in the grand scheme of things, doesn't mean all that much. It's bigger than anything like that. It's a world pandemic. There's plenty of lives at stake. I know sports mean nothing when there are many at risk. However, that doesn't mean I'm not going to talk about things that I care about. There was someone who commented at me yesterday saying that I should be looking at the bigger picture and I only care because it's affecting sports now. And that's just not true at all. I'm very worried for other countries that are being heavily affected. And I'm praying for all those families that have loved ones and friends that are dying and being affected. And I'm also thankful that we live in a country that's taking this very seriously, as they should. So I first found out. I had heard that the NBA was thinking about playing with no fans. And then a couple hours later, um, I was just chilling out, and one of my friends sent me a screenshot of Woj tweeting out that the NBA season has been suspended. And my jaw dropped, honestly. I was like, holy shit. And I had seen the thing with Utah and Oklahoma City. I saw that the game had been stopped for unforeseen circumstances, and I immediately thought that someone's sick, like someone has it at the arena. I didn't think it was a player, but props to the NBA for taking it very seriously. And as soon as they realized someone within an organization had the virus, they completely shut it down. I figured that the NHL and MLB would be quick to follow suit. Once that first big domino fell, I assumed that the rest of the leagues would follow that lead. And they did. As I'm recording this, about half an hour or so ago, the NHL and MLB both announced that they won't be doing anything until further notice. The way I look at it is life's going to go on without sports for a couple weeks or a month or two or however long it is before they're able to get this thing under control. But there are lives that wouldn't go on if we just ignored it and we continued to go on with everyday life like nothing was wrong. So I'm very glad that we are taking these proper precautions. Something that's annoying me is I see a lot of people saying that it's not that big of a deal, the coronavirus itself. I think those people are being ignorant to a lot of different factors. For one, just because it doesn't affect you or just because you will survive from it, it doesn't mean, one, it doesn't mean you want it. Two, it doesn't mean that you should just not care, because if you get it and you give it to someone else, you can be directly contributing to someone else's demise. If we don't take proper precautions and it mutates into something that can affect healthy people, we'd be fucked. So I think it's very smart of the sports leagues and everybody who's shutting stuff down to be taking this very seriously, because there are plenty of lives at stake. It was so weird. There were a couple of NBA games where they had fans there and they were literally ready to tip off. They were moments away from tipping off, and then they're getting news that the league's suspending play, and they just say, nope, sorry guys, like go home. And I know that's hard, and it sucks for all the fans that, traveled to get there and stuff and paid money to see the game, but they just can't risk this thing spreading any further. But basically, I am glad that everyone is taking this seriously, but I also don't agree with people acting like it's the damn apocalypse, right? It's definitely not the end of the world, and the people that are acting like it is need to take a chill pill. If you take the proper measures to have good hygiene and you wash your damn hands, you should be okay. The statistical chances of you getting it are very, very low, but that doesn't mean you should take it lightly. But yeah, as far as the Celtics go, I mean, Rudy Gobert and Donovan Mitchell now tested positive for it, and they played the Jazz twice within the past 2 weeks. So there are members of the Celtics that could very well have the virus. As far as other leagues are they gonna cancel the whole season, or are they gonna just take a pause? I mean, nobody knows. It all depends on how quickly and how efficiently they're able to stem it, stop it from spreading, and get everything under control. Because if it gets worse, then there's no way that they can resume play. If it gets better and they're able to quarantine everything properly, then we could see a return to action in a month or two. So it all depends on how quickly it spreads or how quickly it doesn't spread. It's up in the air, and they're going to take as much time as they need, and they should. I don't know what the hell I'm going to do with my life now that there's no Boston sports, and a bunch of movies are getting pushed back too. No Time to Die, the newest James Bond movie, got pushed back a couple weeks ago. John Krasinski just put out a tweet saying A Quiet Place 2 is also getting pushed back. That was slated to come out next weekend. In a bit more personal news, my school, I go to Curry, they extended spring break by a week. And then until further notice, they're moving to online classes. I don't know how the hell that's going to work with some of the classes I have. I'm in a TV production class that we literally need to use the equipment for. And I don't own any of that shit by myself, so I don't know how that's going to work. I'm in a sports journalism class where I have to write stories about sports that are happening on campus, and that's going to be mildly difficult to do with no with no sports happening on campus or anybody being on campus. I'm also in an InDesign class where I don't have the software on my personal Mac for it. We used the Mac Labs at school. So unless they want to give me the money to pay for the software so I can have it on my Mac, I don't know how that's going to work either. I'm not really worried about it. I am a senior, so I'm supposed to be graduating. It's not like they can prevent me from doing so. And I don't think I'm going to be home for the rest of the semester. I'm hoping that now that everyone's focused on stopping this thing, that it will get stopped and I'll be back at some point. But I don't know. In the meantime, I'm just kind of chilling and making sure that I stay safe and aren't spreading anything. The past 48 hours have definitely been some of the most bizarre hours of my life. It's my like I said, it's my senior year, and I know a bunch of senior events are in question now, and graduation and everything. If we are home for the rest of the semester, some of my friends that live really far away, like across the country and stuff, like, am I ever gonna see them again? Like, I don't know, man. But it's just one of those things. It's to the point now where, we can't change. We can't just wish it away. It's not gonna go away overnight. We have to stay calm. We have to stay collected. It is what it is, and we have to handle it the best way we can. Yeah, I'm gonna have a lot more time to be posting on YouTube since there's not gonna be a lot of sports stuff going on. It's probably gonna be more movie TV based. But either way, I appreciate you guys' support so much. Each video I make, and this is a forever thing, I'm gonna start keeping track of my personal high for likes and my sub count. I said it in my my video yesterday. My video yesterday was the Celtics are fine, and then a couple hours later they suspended the season. So maybe I jinxed it, but anyways, in that video I said I'm gonna do a PB for likes, and I know some of you guys don't give a shit, and I don't blame you. But for those who do want to follow my progress along with me, I'm just gonna let it out. But yeah, everybody stay safe. Stay healthy. Look out for your loved ones. My personal high for likes is 30. My sub count right now is 395. So let's see how many videos it takes before I can get to 500. I think that's a good place to start. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. This is going to cure my boredom over the next couple weeks, month or two, whatever it is. But yeah, comment below. Let me know. How is coronavirus impacting your life? What are your thoughts on the league shutting down? Just anything. Whatever you want to comment, let me know. As always, like and subscribe. And yeah.